Hello, back again with more some, my goodness, with some more Horizon Forbidden West. We're gonna get right back in, starting where we left off last time. I did after that one scene though. I jumped down and saved, so if it looks a little different, that's why. But it's the same place. I hope everybody is having a great Sunday evening. Hope you had a great weekend, a great week. Hope you have some exciting things planned for this week. If you have anything exciting happen this week, let me know in the chat. This week, well, I am teacher. And tomorrow is the kids' first day. I'm excited. I think I have a class of 22. I'm saying I think because I think one person moved, but I'm unsure and I'll know more tomorrow. But I have a class of 20, 22, 23, and I'm excited for this year. I think this is like the first year that I'm excited. But yeah. And then hopefully it's a very easy week. There it is. I was trying to fix my necklace. But hopefully it's an easy week, and we're just gonna have fun this week. I plan on playing a lot of games. I want to play the game Soup, Salad, or Sandwich with them. Hopefully they're not too young and they understand the concept, but we'll see. We're also doing another game. I'm just coming over here because like last time there was an opportunity to talk. Oh, they're gone. Alright, well. I'm just gonna pot down. But this weekend I've been just getting ready for them. So what's this one? Ugh, I hated this one because killing that thing is so hard. I have 9 skill points. Oh my goodness. I think we'll do Poseidon. Yeah, I'm gonna do Poseidon. We'll go find Poseidon. Let me get my skills though. See what Hunter has to offer. But like I was saying, this weekend was really just me, heavy weapon plus. Hi, how are you? How are you, TK? What's that? What's this? Triple notch. 3 arrows. Oh, I'm doing well. Alright, 6 points left. I am a teacher, so I think today I was just very productive. Woke up, washed and did my hair, and now I'm here. And honestly, took a very, very, very chill day. What is this? Recover stamina faster, less keys. What does this middle thing do? Oh, that's great, yeah. Do you have anything exciting happening this week? What is this? I like that too. Alright, now I have 1 more point left. So we'll use it on Survivor if I can. Not enough points. I don't think I have enough points. Oh, that looks like it would have been cool. Alright, well, back to the map. I have to go all the way down there. Is there anything close by me that I can fast travel to? Ooh, scheduled power outages. What's going on with that? I mean, at least they're scheduled. I would hate to just be in my apartment and then the power just go off. You're in a game and the power comes back on. What do you plan on playing? Mystic or fast travel? How far can I go? How far can I go? Okay, okay. Unknown, unknown. Can I go here though? Yes. Maybe Destiny 2 or No Man's Sky. I've never played Destiny. Like I remember when I was younger when it came out and everything, and I thought to myself, that looks fun. But it's also it's a first person shooter. And I don't do well with those. What is No Man's Sky? I need to call my mouse. Nope. And we're off. I don't know what's behind me. Alright. So right now, just to give some updates in the game. I guess for now I'm done with the.
She's coming for me.
Oh, no, please get out of my way. Why would you do that? That was rude. I am continuing with the main mission and getting the next subordinate to hook up to. Oh my god, move, bro. To hook up to Gaia. Cutscene. So, okay, it's not a cutscene. No Man's Sky is a sci-fi style space
that
exploration.
Oseram Camp Talon we're trying to find should be around here.
Survival game.
Smoke.
That sounds fun. There's another game that
check
just.
it out.
Oh my gosh! Please stop! Please
Some
stop!
kind of Oseram camp?
We're going so fast.
Closing
Please
in on the
stop.
signal.
Okay. I'm gonna get off right here. I need to repair it too. There's a game that I saw some streamers playing called Long Winter, I think. And it's also a survivor. It's like Animal Crossing, but like survivor style. And I like exploration and survival style
like
games. Maybe I'll check it out.
Why not rest for a moment?
What does it come on?
Have I got news for you, Red? I hear the Tenakth are fighting each other quite a bit these days. Some of them contain machines. Those you've got to be real careful of. We've seen a whole bunch of them setting up outposts around here. Spotted one just west of here. A few settled at the end in the southwest. They even set up camp in the south. Really helps a fellow sleep at night.
Just make sure you steer clear of them. Those rivals are bad business.
Ooh,
Keep an eye out for
Xbox,
them while I'm
PlayStation,
out here.
PC. Well, that's great because I happen to own one of those
Are
things.
you lost?
Spark to steel. Aren't you a jewel in a junk heap?
Excuse me?
Hold the hammer? I know you. You're that Nora. The savior. My savior. Right in the nick of time. The name's Porguff Delvesman, chief delver and leader of Porguff's expeditioners and purveyors of fine delve wares.
What am I saving you from, exactly?
Death and despair, my steel flame friend. See, this grand expedition here has had a minor setback. Not far from here, there's a secret tunnel. A passage of the old ones, lost and then found. Me and half the crew came through first. The other half was supposed to follow right after. But days later, only one man turned up. Shivering like a frog in chill water. Only thing we got out of him was that death and darkness chased them as the tunnel collapsed. Died with his eyes wide, he did.
I've been to the tunnel's eastern side. The way was blocked by rubble. There was also a body. One of your delvers, I guess, but no sign of the rest of the crew.
Keep your voice down, will you? The rest of the crew's already spooked. They're refusing to press on with the delve until they're assured a way out of it.
Is that our friend?
You lost half
Talana?
your crew and you're worried about the delve.
We gotta make their sacrifice worth something, right? And besides, now that you're here, maybe our sand-stranded days are over. Help me get that tunnel reopened, and I'll cut you in on the delver's fee.
And hi, Nova. We'll talk to this guy, but once we're done talking to him, I'll be back with the talking.
Was there a Kharja traveling with your expedition? A man by the name of Amatus?
We always pick up a few travelers on the road. A Kharja here, Banuk there. Never learn their names, though. They don't stick around long. But I have a scout who might know. Likes the whole getting to know people thing. He's right over there, chatting up that Kharja huntress. Don't remember her joining the Delve either.
Thanks. So this camp, it's your base of operations?
What operations? The plan was to move further south once the rest of the expedition joined us. The Delve is right out beyond those dunes. But now the crew refuses to budge until this tunnel mess gets sorted out. They've even given this place a name. Camp Nowhere. I think they're mocking me.
Yeah, I think they are. How did you learn about this secret tunnel?
The art of the Delve, of course. A Delver's only as good as his nose sense for good sights. All right, fine. I heard about 3 Osram who knew a way to bypass those bloodthirsty Tenakth. Tap the untouched Delves of the West. So then I may have employed someone with the know-how for finding and following.
A spy.
Look, if the rumors are true, there's enough delving to employ a dozen operations. But someone has to take the first plunge, establish a base camp, set up a reliable supply route, guard the site against machines.
Figures the Osram would turn sand into shards, I guess.
Exactly.
What do you know about this area?
Well, north of here you got those vicious Tenakth. I heard rumor they drink blood instead of water. That's how they survive this wasteland. And south, it has it all. Death, desert, and the Delve. Imagine, if you will, a vast grave of the old ones. Ruins of twisted metal concealed by the sands. All guarded by machines. So fierce that you'll wish you had a flock of Glinthawks swooping down on you instead. Not even the Tenakth venture into the ruins' depths. Only the bravest explorers dare enter.
Like yourself.
Of course. Eventually.
Was there a Kharja traveling with your expedition?
We always pick Neverland, but I have a... He's right over there. Don't remember her.
Thanks. I'll see what I can do about the tunnel.
Ha! My savior.
For the crew trapped here with you, not your Delve.
One and the same.
That it? Over there?
That it is. Oh, and while you're at it, would you mind keeping an eye out for my lockbox? The second crew was supposed to bring the rest of the supplies and belongings. I'd hate to lose it to the wilds. It was hand-carved by my dear old ma.
I'll bring it back if I find it.
I'd appreciate it. Good luck, Still Flame.
Alright, so it looks like, I think I saw Talana. Talana, she's from the last game. She was like, basically when you were trying to join the hunting, whatever, you need somebody to sponsor you. And she was our sponsor, and then we helped her out here. And it looks like she's here, which is cool. I'm going to talk to these people, pick up the side quest, and then continue on.
Now she's in the wilds, all alone. Forge knows all the things that could kill her out there.
Someone ran off?
Never got her name. Kept quiet. Couldn't tell if she was shy or scared. All I know is she didn't want anyone near her things.
That's for sure. I was just curious is all. She didn't have to slug me.
Your glass jaw ain't the problem, Lugnut. The girl is. All alone in the bush. And this is Tenakth territory.
Which way did she go?
West, up the slope. Look for her if you can.
I will.
Careful now. The girl's maladjusted.
Alright. Let's see. My workbench. I don't want that.
I can use your insights later on.
There's some goodies behind here. Nova, how are you doing this afternoon? And there's some goodies over here. And there's some goodies over
Look,
there.
Nora. Must be an
Some goodies
outsider.
over there.
Is she drunk?
Alright, I don't think there's anything else here. For me to let me save, because I don't think I gotta do this.
If you see him, say hi to Lauren for me, yeah? He's part of the salvage crew. I'll tell you where or not. If you're in the market for salvage, Blair might be your man.
Camp Nowhere. I don't think I realized what the name of the camp was. Alright. For me it's a little bit different because I'm actually excited about this year. I don't have, you know who in my class anymore. Oh, I ran right.
Focus picked up.
I don't have you know who in my class anymore. And the people who I do have, I've talked to my buddy about them, and she said there's only one who just irked her nerves. But other than that, I think they've decided to give me a break this year. Which is nice, because I needed a break.
I was told I'd find one here.
I needed a break.
I should take out the leader.
Workout. Do you use pre-workout? If so, what do you use?
This must be the ruins of Las Vegas. Poseidon shouldn't be
Some
far.
people I know use coffee. I didn't have one. They use coffee. Other people use actual pre-workout. Where am I going? Okay. Oh, it's so dark out here. Okay, I'm gonna get off of this. I use Bang, okay? I think I've heard about them on the Clock app. I think I remember in high school, my psychology teacher used coffee as his pre-workout. And we were like, interesting. Which, I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
This is a creepy area.
This is
It's
where I
cute.
find Poseidon, but the ruins out here are exposed to the elements. A lot of them are buried in the
decayed.
sand. So maybe Poseidon is underground. If that's true, I might be able to find a way down through one of these structures.
Search the ruins for a way underground. Nice. I've heard people on, also on the Clock app,
Good use of this.
say that like pre-workout makes them itchy. I've never drank it before, so I can't speak for them. But like, I don't know. I feel like if you're drinking something and it's making you itchy, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. I don't know. That's just how I feel. But that's it. I don't know. I did notice, and I saw somebody. There is a tonic over here. That's how you know it's working. Oh no. I don't think. Okay, I did get that one. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. Like, I do know, I remember last year, when I drank coffee and just didn't eat anything, I'd be very, very jittery. So now I just make sure that I eat something. But itchy, I would go crazy. I don't know where I'm going. This is so, Me. Yes. I got lizard bone. Okay, this is cool. This is a cool area. So this is supposed to be Las Vegas. I don't know how many years into the future. But this is what it's supposed. This is what they said it's supposed to be like, which is cool. The issue is I don't know where to go because it just said find a way underground. Ooh. I hope this is ready to go. Ooh, something. There are things here. Well, I know I'm going to the right place because machines. Oh. Stupid. Hit the wall, not me. Yeah. Okay, got a lens out of that though, which is nice. Okay. So when I did that to that wall, three exclamation marks came up. So let's try, I'll try going up. Maybe you have to go up to go down. I mean, there's stuff up there. Ooh, making something. No. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. See, something sees me, but I can't see it. And I don't like that. I don't like that. No. Ooh, that's cool though. That's how I load the arrows, because I didn't read the directions. And then I did it here too. Oh, and it stays loaded. I know I already tried this, but gotta try it again. No. Maybe to tightrope it across here. Ooh. Oh, that's what sees me. I see the reflection now. If you have to fight that, I have to get down.
I've been made.
Whoa. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, that was so easy. I expected that to put up more of a fight. Crazy. That was like, that was 2 hits. I know. I'm surprised by myself. Wow. All right, now the hype train. Thank you very much. I would like to give a speech. Thank you all so much for witnessing greatness here on this stream. Alright. Now I need to figure out what I'm supposed to be trying to do. Okay. Okay. That did something. Alright. What? No, this game, I will say, if you're gonna play this game, play the first one first. Because there are, if you play the first game, it gets you used to it, and I played the first game on easy. It was still quite challenging. This one is on normal, and honestly, a lot of it is luck. Alright, how did I get up there last time? No! Okay, sorry. Alright, back to this. Before she fell. See, something else sees me. But it's not, I can't see where it is. Alright. And now that I'm over here. Ooh. Alright, that was nice. Now what? Do I... Exploring. Don't know where to go. So I know I have to go up. Like, that's... Anything else in this little corridor? Okay, didn't want you to do that. Something big is up there. Yeah, she is about to fall. Okay. Okay. I need to heal before something bad happens. Where do I go? Do I go back out? No. Yeah, that's how I got up here to this level. Okay. Please bear with me while I figure out what they want me to do. Are you serious? Alright, I'm gonna try going over. No. Of course she can't reach it from there. Anything in here? Nope, I already scanned that. Already came in here. It's so weird to see like offices and things like turned over and covered in sand. Yeah, this is not the Vegas I'm used to. No, it doesn't look like anything over there. This is really getting to me because why is it hidden? Maybe I have to
There's nothing for my polecaster to latch onto.
No, she can't reach that or get to it. Try going. Alright, here we go again. No! Stupid bird. And I strike again. Okay. Now can I use it down here? No. It's my campfire that I made. It scared me. Just a little bit. This doesn't take me anywhere. Ugh. I wonder, no, if I go down there, it's just like you can drop, go over there, go over there. Don't need to jump across from there to there. Because you can't. Try and get again, try and get again. There's nothing over there. My headscarf hurts. Lost, confused. Oop. Alright, let's try going out over here. Or maybe do I like dive? That one makes sense. Alright, I'm gonna
in.
There's this something.
A drone. Must be part of Cyclops. If I can get its data, I can reconnect it with the dome back at the base. But how to get up there?
Alright, so new objective, find a way up there. Maybe that'll tell me how to get in. So maybe I was just literally running around in circles for the past 10 minutes, or what felt like 10 minutes, or...
Gotta bring the drone down to grab its data. Maybe if I jump onto it?
Well, Aloy, I don't see the drone. That's the thing. Oh, it's a thing. Already getting so many emails. And I hear a machine. Okay, please get down. Okay, leave it. Where even? Okay. I used to go do that tall neck too. That's not a mission for today.
Water's pouring out of that building. What's Simon's doing? I better check it out.
Finally. Yep, so I was literally just in that other building for no reason. Nice. Love that. But it's fine, we're back on track. I'm gonna get this little drone. And then we're gonna go to wherever the water's pouring out that Aloy is talking about. So when do I jump onto it? It's leaving. Go, Aloy.
Got it.
Oh, it didn't feel like she was gonna jump onto it.
There. Now I can reconnect it with the dome back at the base.
I don't know how much, well, it says my stash is full, but we run through arrows pretty quickly. I don't know what's coming up in this place, so I just make some arrows.
Someone's been through here.
Up.
Camping gear. Looks like there's something behind that.
Ew. Gross.
I was out of... I was so close. To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Morlund, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life, or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly, a Nora spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay. Well, You're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark I. The Mark II was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
You have to be portable,
has a thing for Aloy.
Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a compressed
air capsule, hammer, and tongs.
What is this? What is happening here? What? Get over here. She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
He's like, I can fix
Moreland.
that.
Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
Partner?
Don't mind him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Aloy and this man sitting in a tree.
What's so important down there that you'd risk your life?
Well...
Moreland, I'm not interested in salvage, okay?
Moreland.
Whatever you find below is yours.
Well, all right. Then what if I told you we were delving for the most spectacular treasures ever scribed by man or maid?
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense. I like it. Behold, an ember.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Well, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the old ones paint mesmerizing pictures in the air, and the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. Just as my old Gramps promised me.
There's a lot to talk about with this man.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. It's amazing stuff. This one showed the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, beckoning all to a buffet of lobster and succulent beefs. I must have watched it about 100 times as a child in my old Gramps workshop.
What happened to it?
Over time, they die out. I cried the day that this one's light faltered. But there are many more below, as you'll see if you get down there like I did and my old Gramps before me.
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here 40-odd years ago. He was one of the first to lead a delving party into the West. He discovered the ancient city around us, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glowing embers all about. Took as many as he could and brought them home. He always wanted to come back and get more, but, well, never scraped up the shards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers to put on a show. One unlike the world has ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
He was a true delver and a true showman. And I miss him. But I will do him proud. I will gather the embers and put on a spectacle that would have amazed even him. With your help, of course.
Aloy's getting to know the family history and everything.
So what exactly happened down there?
I
It
just
was a
want
delve
Aloy
like
to
no
find
other.
love. I feel like I've been saying
A
this
chance to
since the
follow my
first
old Gramps' footsteps. Beneath
love
this structure
interest
here
guy.
is
That's all I want for
enormous,
Aloy.
hollow, a dome protected from the sands. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy that...
Right. Again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the air of every description. Dancing women, games and coins and promises of jackpots. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be good. But then, something went wrong. The images turned nautical. Waves went through them, even fish. Like a strange underwater dream.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes. Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then an explosion of water erupted from the floor.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken, but not stirred, I built the diving bubbles Mark I and Mark II. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abaddon's beside himself. He thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far. And the embers are just barely within my reach.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
Your friends? I feel like we were
You
talking
guys
about
don't
this.
seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all. We're showmen.
Like, performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim. Stemmer tells stories, which I augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks, and Abaddon, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, it's to find gear for my theatrics. Which makes this delve the most important one of all.
How deep is it? Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
After not, sounds too deep to hold my breath.
Hence, our new invention.
I'd better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air capsule in the Mark II, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim down that far.
All right. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we need.
I'm on it.
Great. I'll come back when you get the gear. Good hunting.
I wondered why his voice sounded so familiar. We're gonna go over here because it's going underwater.
Right to Moorland. The herd should be south of here.
I hold my breath. Even though I'm not the one swimming, I can't. So we're gonna do that first. Gather machine parts, go to the herd. But, so I've been recently rewatching some of my old shows. And one of my old shows is Bones. I love Bones. It makes me want to be forensic anthropologist. It's just a good show. It's good writing. Well, it's not good writing. It's kind of corny at times. It may be even a little cheesy, but you know, sometimes that's what I need, okay? Where are we going? But he sounds like, and I'll look it up later. He sounds like Hodges. Where am I going?
Well, this is where Moorland said the herd would be. They must have moved on. I need to pick up their trail. Better look for tracks.
He sounds like the scientist whose name is Hajin, voiced by TJ Time, or Thine.
Easy there. There. Tracks should lead me to the herd.
Herd of what? I don't remember him saying herd. I do remember saying machine parts, don't remember the machine. But yeah, also Bob's Burgers comes back in 4 weeks. That is my favorite show of all time.
Sandstorm's blowing in. Just what I need. Where's the herd? I should have the parts I need.
Is it just a herd of machines? Just different machines? Will I be covered by the sandstorm?
More machines? Better deal with them first. They're riled up now.
What?
The storm's whipped up a
Why
sand
would it, Aloy? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Please stop. And oh my gosh, get up please. What? The actual Aloy? Why didn't we? I don't even see it because they do that stupid thing that they're known for. Oh. Oh. My goodness. I missed. Why won't you do a silent strike? Oh, he's throwing rocks. Oh, there's one right next to me. Oh! He hit me with something. Kill machine's optional. Why wouldn't you say that like 30 minutes ago? Seconds ago. How long I've been here? What? Okay, done. Ah!
Okay, got them all. Where did the herd go?
And this wasn't even the herd. But I did get a lot of good stuff. Am I still upset? Absolutely. Because there was no silent strike option. Why would I just do that, game? We had track and gonna get a nice slow steady pace here.
Looks like the herd's caught between those sand spirals. Use it to my advantage.
Alright, it is a herd of
something other than
cross bellow bats. I remember these from the last game. I hate that machine so much. But basically, that big cannon on its back, you just have to just hit that until it explodes, which is cool. Crafting everything, because honestly, sometimes it just starts shooting. Electricity, and then don't know where the leaf lasher went. Is that it? Speak against purge water. There are 2 leaf lashers. Very cute. Very cute. Got lizard skin. There's no grass over here. Oh, it's over there. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm not quite ready, but
I don't have the Uber data for the machine yet. I better look into
I
Collins.
know that, Aloy, but we haven't even had Animal Cauldron. This is new territory, girl. The plan is to one's one up there. The plan is to take the leaf lasher out. Take the leaf lasher out, take the other machine out, and then leave this big machine
Could do a lot of damage.
for last. Hopefully. I mean, that's the plan. And sometimes stuff never goes according to plan. Let me stop. Does it come all the way over here? No. Okay, it's just a little suspicious, but it's not like superstitious. It's a little suspicious. this track doesn't get close enough to this like I wanted to. And I hate the rocks in this game. Kill him. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. It's been nice knowing you all. I think I literally just have to go in, guns a-blazing, well, arrows a-blazing, and take these machines out. Maybe for our Leaf Lasher friends, like the goal is still the same. The goal is still take the clones out and then handle the business. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Hey. Fall out. Do something. Alright, he's done. Cool. One down. A lot to go. Oh, getting close to me, getting close to me, getting close to me. Can't see. Woo! Explode. Come on, explode. I just need an explosion out of this. I know. You're gonna explode? No? Rude. I see that, Aloy. Thanks for stating the obvious. Alright, well, it's just me and him, which is great because that's what I want. Oh, I missed. And he's free. And he's running away. Ooh, I'm running low on blaze. That's not good. So, like, when is gonna explode? And I can't craft anymore? Yeah. Alright. Activate this. I don't even know where the machine is right now. Excuse me, you turkey. What does this lead to? Electricity. Yeah, of course. Something that I don't have. I don't have shock arrows, but I do have some of these. Oh my gosh.
That's all I had.
Yep. There's one more machine. Don't know where it is currently. I see it.
One synthetic membrane. Okay, that takes care of the machine parts.
Well, I don't have to kill it, so I'm gonna leave.
Air capsule from Moreland's diving bubble.
So pro tip, if you ever play this game, you don't have to kill all the machines. You really just have to kill the big one and then collect its parts. And then run. So that is what I am doing. Because why would I waste my supplies and my materials to kill it? Also, I don't have the necessary arrows to kill it with, so I'm gonna leave it alone. And we're gonna do a quick save. And now you have to dive. The part that I hate. It's right here, Aloy. Okay. That was it?
Got the compressed air capsule.
I mean,
have all the parts to build
granted,
this thing now.
I wouldn't be able to do that. But
what can
that
I
was
do
a
for
very
you, partner?
far dive, in my opinion. I got the parts.
I've got everything I need to build the
incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask is enough.
I won't quibble. The workbench is all yours.
I thought he was gonna craft it for me. Let's use workbench though. Special gear. Ooh, there's one more special gear that we get. I'm excited. Alright, let's leave.
Whoa. There's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? I want to get down there and get those embers.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned to sea life. There was this flash of red. And the roar of water surging in.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light. From a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does. And good luck down there.
Okay. Time to see if this thing works.
Guys, I was right. TJ Time is the person who voices him. So if you don't, I'd suggest you go watch Bones. Bones is a great show. But also to see the person, the actor,
we were finally
who voices him. Also, because I'm at a workbench, I'm going to see if I can upgrade any of my things. Why didn't I upgrade this before? Am I not using it or something? Probably not. I mean, does it... Why am I not wearing this one? Okay, I am wearing this. But it's saying that this one can be... I'm not going to upgrade it because I'm not wearing it. Potion pouch upgrades. Resource pouch. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Trap wire pouch. Sure. Food pouch. Spike. Ooh, yeah. J-Fed C.
You're going to get away from this place.
Well, good thing that Aloy showed up. We'll see.
The longer they're sojourning in the desert, trust me.
Far so good. I can actually breathe down here.
Alright, I would like not better swimming mechanics, but just, I don't know. Like, it's smooth, but it's also, it's hard to, nope. There we go.
Diving mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before.
Ooh. Okay, very nice.
It started right here, more than 30 years ago. Back when this casino was still called the Temple. One big bet turned my fate around. But now, fate's dealt its cruelest hand ever to everyone. I have to turn the lights out one final time. And the waters of my adopted home will at last run dry. Well, if a dream has to die, at least I can say goodbye first.
Stanley Chen. What did he do here?
I was trying to let that play because I didn't know what that was, that next one was, but it was just a data point. Oh, but that was kind of sad. Like, you had to turn the lights off on his place one last time. Shady Boy Ray, thank you. Currently playing some Horizon Forbidden West. We're swimming underwater right now, as you can see.
Nautical lights. I must be beside
Thank you for the raid. No. I like how the music just changed.
That looks like a way out.
It's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. I was fumbling for like 10 minutes. Well, it felt like 10 minutes in a place I didn't need to be in. But now, since then, it's been going smooth. How was your stream? Woo!
This place is massive. All of it's encased in a dome.
She's talking. She's saying things. Pretty good. Had a lot of fun. Where were you playing? Were you playing Saints Row again? what is Saints Row about? Am I stuck in a current? So I have to go down there. Gangs fighting over turf and building an empire. Yeah, when I saw you playing it yesterday, was it? It kind of reminded me of Grand Theft Auto, but then you got on like a futuristic motorcycle, and I said, maybe not like Grand Theft Auto. Find the red light.
There. Red light.
Investigate.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here.
Can I scan the machine? Oh, I can. Tide Ripper. Weak against ice. I have ice. And I have electric things, but not like a lot of electric things. It's close, but it has its differences. Yeah, it seems interesting. Like, I don't know. Like, I love open world games because I like the aspect of like being able to do what you want to do. I don't know if I'm going in the right place. I guess I'll see in a second. Like you get to do what you want to do whenever you want to do it. Like this game, for the past few streams, I've only been doing like side missions, and that was totally fine. Grand Theft Auto, I think I just got, whenever I played it, I would just get distracted.
Here's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node.
And so I do like the first couple missions just to do them, and then literally only do the sandbox. So I guess like it's Saints Row like that, or I need to go down there.
There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city.
Makes sense, yeah.
I can't reach the ledge from here. Maybe there's something I can climb to get out.
But there it is. It was under the water.
Cutting my armor in this heat.
Let's open up the valve.
There. One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
I hate how she doesn't automatically run back when that happens. Like when we do that, I feel like we know, like she knows that it's dangerous. Like she said it when she first did it. So this is dangerous. I just don't like how she doesn't just automatically jump back. Alright, let's go see how much water I drink. Oh, these are fake plants. Interesting.
According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the dome.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? This is scary. This is a horror game. Where'd he go? Well, oh, there it is.
Cloth ammo's not gonna do much.
Okay. So far doing okay. But it's hard to see in this kelp. My goodness. What does everybody have planned for the week? What are our plans? What are our goals? What do you want to accomplish this week? What are we doing? Are we doing anything interesting? Anything fun? Something interesting? I have 381 points in my Starbucks app, and if I get 19 more points, I get a free cup. And I wish I would have gone today. Oh! No, no way it saw me. No way it saw me.
Should get me to the second node.
Okay. Woo! That was so scary. There's no way it saw me. No way. I refuse to believe that. Same thing with this. So I have to go back down to find how to get up. Yep.
Just shut down the secondary node. No more water for the fountains. No more shows. No one left to appreciate them anyway. I'll never forget the city's grand reopening. The fountains had been bone dry for years. No one believed they'd ever return. So, as the first bloom arced up in the dome, The music's swelling. My heart soared right along with it. The city gave me a second chance once. Now it had one, too.
The domes, the water. He was responsible for all of it.
Oh my gosh. Opening the valve again. Well, the second one.
I won't budge. Maybe that debris is weighing it down. Ignite on my spear should do the trick. Let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station.
I have a confession. I really don't want to go back out here. I don't. Because again, one, there's no way that thing saw me.
According to the map, the meeting station should be at the south end of the dome.
Is it waiting for me? No. It's not waiting for me.
Nothing can work against the machine.
Oh, there are burrowers down here. Okay, so it wasn't that thing that saw me. It was that. But I can't fight it down here, right? What does one even do? How do I even... Because now it's like... Anyway. There are so many burrowers down here. So ugly. Like, it doesn't even look like you can swim. Look at it. Looks like my next thing is up there. But I know I saw another burrower around here. This thing is really like struggling to swim. Oh my gosh. Clicking on the wrong buttons.
There's no light in that tower. Just like at the console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in?
Because it's here. Oh. There are other machines in here too? And of course now it's just washing this area. Oh my goodness. This is scary. This is the scariest game ever. This is the scariest game ever. This is a horror game. Underwater, all these machines are down here. And I don't even know where it is. There it is.
Ross will help.
It went. And it's moving so slowly. I'm so scared to move. Just gonna swim up and then hopefully you can't see me. Alright, I don't think it saw me. Well, there's nothing on top. I'll tell you that much. Is it around back? Is that it right there? Yeah, so I'm gonna go around this way just in case it can see me. Until it passes again. Because the last thing, oh no. The last thing I want to do is fight a salmon in the water. Where is it then? It moves so slow. Do I just swim through here? No. Interesting, interesting. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Oh, that was so scary. Where are all these machines coming from?
like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in.
Aloy, if you could just swim
Let's see where this leads.
a little faster. Alright. Scan. Oh, that's what that is.
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge.
Alright. In the maintenance station. Let's look at let's take some supplies. I need to sell all these things soon.
Should be a console in here.
Let's go up to it. Wait. Stuff down here.
System shutdown's almost done. The only thing left is to power everything down at the control center. So, I guess this is it. One final walk down the strip, and then it's lights out forever. At least I won't be around to see it destroyed. The Odyssey will be well on its way to Sirius by the time the swarm gets here. Still, my last memory of this place will be empty. A city that's already dead.
Stanley Chen was one of them. The Zenith. But he did so much. That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Poseidon.
Alright, and with that, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you all for coming out and watching me play Horizon Forbidden West. If you like what you see, don't forget to follow. I'm going to try and do weekly streams for about 2 hours or so. But yeah, if you like what you see, please don't forget to drop a follow. And don't forget to do good and stay fancy all week long. Goodbye.